Yo, 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 welcome to the Superhero Hub. I'm Sam.
I'm not.
And today we're reviewing,
Game of Thrones.
the Spoils of War. Um, so yeah, this is a big episode for me because obviously I personally was waiting for the Arya reunion, as it were. I'll put it down now that she's probably my favorite character. So yeah, I've got that off my chest. So she kind of comes back to Winterfell, and you got Humpty and Dumpty, the guards, and they're like not letting her in. I guess I get their kind of trepidation, as it were, to not letting her in. But like, I would have slapped them
I mean, like,
because
doesn't
they
she
were
seem
just
to know
being.
more about Winterfell than they do? Would there not be a point where they've realised, maybe? I mean, I suppose they did let her in, but it seemed a bit heavy-handed with it.
Yeah, they're real obnoxious, and it's just like, yo, just like, you know what I mean? Just go and do your job. Go and say,
Well,
look,
right, and I know Arya could kill them both, but like, it doesn't look like it. If I was them, like, why are you going to push around what looks like a little girl? I
yeah,
just let her in.
yeah. So there was that. I mean, her fighting with Brienne, that was pretty cool, and like, I don't really like Littlefinger that much. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, you're not meant to like him, though, are you? He's like the shifty douche.
Yeah, but like, you'd kind of, if you were like RPG classification in, you've got Varys and him who were kind of like the same person, as it were. They're both sly stuff, but like Varys would be like chaotic good, and he'd be like chaotic evil, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, Varys does what he does for the
Varys is
general good
likeable.
of the people when Littlefinger does it for himself.
Yeah, but I mean, Varys could be BSing, but I like Varys and I don't like him. So yeah, they're kind of, uh, yeah, him kind of sitting there, kind of creepily, like nodding all the time and stuff like that after the fight, and you got Sansa being a little jealous because she's like, to be honest, a bit of a baghead. So the kind of sword fighting scene was pretty cool. You had the whole like Littlefinger goes and meets with Bran. He kind of ditches his girl. She's like, "Oh yeah, thanks for getting me here," and is like, "Oh yeah, bye then." And she's just like, "Yo, my brother died," and stuff like that. And it's like, "You're just ditching me," and stuff
Yeah,
like.
but he said thank you. I don't get what you're being so angry about. You seem perfectly civilized to me.
Yeah, but really, it's like, what is she gonna do now? She's just gonna vanish, and then we're never gonna see her again. It's like she'll probably get killed. Like, you just
Well,
present.
that's not his problem. Like, he didn't exactly kick her out, did he? She could have stayed in Winterfell.
Nah.
Why
So,
not?
because what's she gonna do?
Well, what's she going to do otherwise? What else could Bran do for her? What's Bran meant to do? Set her up with her house somewhere?
I don't know.
What's she complaining about?
So yeah, and you had the whole meeting with him and Littlefinger with the dagger, and then he brings up the whole chaos as a ladder thing, which is, I mean, speaking of Varys, like a throwback to them having their meeting in the throne room in King's Landing, and they're kind of going through their thing and stuff like that, and that was like one of the coolest scenes of Game of Thrones. So like, Bran knows he's like up to something. It's like, I guess I want his.
Bran knows everything now, doesn't he? I want him to get.
Yeah, I mean, it's like at this point I want Littlefinger to get killed off, like,
Nah, not gonna happen, man.
because he just kind of hangs around and is like annoying. It's like I feel like Sansa's already going down a path that he doesn't need to be there to kind of like. I think she's got her own. I think she wants to be like a queen or something like that. I think she like Lady Stark. Like, you had Arya when they met down in the kind of catacombs, and it's like, Lady Stark, it suits you and stuff like that. I feel like Arya's kind of poking fun at her,
I
like
don't know.
on the DL. I think she wants the power, and like, I think
It,
she's.
feel- it, it feels like it's playing out like a fellow, except a fellow with a woman in this case, where Iago was always there chirping on about things, and eventually it brought them both down. I think that might be Sansa's downfall, but it will take Littlefinger with her.
I kind of said, like, when they had their look to each other in the season finale last season, that, like, she's going to end up doing something stupid, but I think it's going to be of her own volition. Yara's there, and that's, like, the crutch to be like, oh, but Littlefinger told me to do it. So I kind of want him out the way, so if she kind of, when she messes up, which she's going to do, I don't want her to have that crutch to be like, oh, but Littlefinger and stuff like that, and it's like, oh yeah, then I forgive you. When really it's like she's like, you know what I mean, in her own right. She's like a little Cersei, but like rubbish. She's like a rubbish Cersei.
Also, ultimately though, like, who would hold her accountable?
Good question.
Who would exactly? It's the same with Cersei, isn't it? No one's really going to stand. The only one who could ever really stand up to her is Jaime, and he's too soft to do it.
So yeah, you had Jaime's back in King's Landing, and his in terms of his and Cersei's relationship, they're out and proud, as it were. You know what I mean? They're back to having carnal knowledge, and like the handmaiden comes in, like knocks at the door, who just happens to look exactly like Cersei. So she's like some weirdo, like super fan, if you know what I mean, because she's got the same haircut and she's dressing as her and stuff like that. And then Cersei's like, yo, change your sheets as well. So it's like, yeah, I'm banging him and I don't care who knows it. So that's like a big thing, because I guess people are speculating about it anyway. It's like, if I put myself in the shoes of the people of King's Landing, it's like they're kind of speculating about it. So it's like, whatever, just do it anyway. I mean, are they really going to be that bothered by it? I mean, what are the people going to do about it? So in a way, I'm like, you want to know what? Good for you, because really, like, what's going to happen? People already think you're whack anyway, so I mean, nothing else is really going to change it. Jon Snow's still at the mercy of the Queen, as it were. Like, not that kind of severe, but it's kind of, it's still in her company, and he takes her down to the Dragonstone mines and shows like the picture of like the first men and the children of the forest or whatever, joining up against the White Walkers. And like, if my Game of Thrones history is right, I'm pretty sure like the children created the White Walkers. So like, when Jon Snow was going on about how they banded together to fight him, even though they were like, them and the first men weren't kind of like buddies and stuff like that, is like really awe-inspiring. And I was sitting there thinking, I swear like the children created the White Walkers. So really it's not that kind of, I mean, from their position, not knowing, I guess, whatever, but for us, kind of, well, for me, I'm just like, oh, that's not really that big of a feat. It's like, oh, we made a whoopsie, come help them clear us up, come help us clear it up.
She still went on about bending the knee though. She's not letting that go.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to best explain that, I think if they were hot for each other, like full hot for each other, then like it'd be like the king and queen, so it wouldn't matter anyway, if you know what I mean, because she's a queen and he's the king of the north. So if they got together, like, they'd be king and queen anyway.
Yeah, so but then how would that work though? Like, surely one of them's got to be the monarch.
Well, he'd be king of the north. Well, he'd be king of everything, so he could claim king of the north, and she wouldn't be able to kick up a stink, because like, she'd be queen of the north by right. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? So really,
he doesn't seem like the type that would want to share power though.
Who, her?
Yeah.
Well, I think so. Cause
I don't know, man.
I think she'd take her husband if she met the right if she met the right man, whatever, you know what I mean? Because yeah, she's
husband, but it'd be like Prince Philip, like you just stand there and try not to say anything.
No, it'd stand there and be like, I'm king of the north. She can have the rest of she can have the 6 other kingdoms on king of the north. Um, yeah, you say that, but I feel like the problem is you got the whole woman supremacy thing. But I feel like she'd take her husband and have children purely because she's the quote unquote last Targaryen, so she'd want to continue the Targaryen lineage. So I think in that sense, and I mean, you can be like, oh yeah, she can have a kid and not be married, but then there's the whole bastard thing. I mean, you could completely like rewrite that law, and like a bastard could be like, in the grand scheme of things, like to make life easier for her, not in a derogative manner, but just like take a husband, have a so whatever. So
But
really,
does the bastard thing matter to her though? Because
well, yeah, that's what I mean. She just
what's her face from Fast and Furious said that her people didn't even have any concept of the bastard.
yeah, that's what I mean. But it'd be a lot of like law. That's what I mean. It'd be life would be easy for her if she like didn't have a kid out of wedlock, in the sense she doesn't need to explain herself. But there'd always, I don't know. I'm trying to simplify it here. I'm giving you all the answers and you're throwing them back in my face.
It just raises more questions.
Yeah, but it's like you could be like, oh yeah, just like don't worry about it. But really, it's like
Sure, to put your mind at ease, they'll hook up and bang and have a kid. Why not?
Yeah, uncle and no, auntie and nephew, porking.
I'll tell you what, my aunt looks like that. I'll consider it.
Oh, she looks good. So yeah. I'm trying to think what else happened.
Well, we had the big fight, but that's the climax, obviously.
Yeah, we covered everything else. I mean, the big plot point. So yeah, you got the they get the gold, and they make a big point of saying, yeah, we moved the gold to safety, and then in comes the Dothraki. They're like all cool, like pleased with themselves.
Is this Dickon guy related to Sam?
Yeah, it's his brother.
Wow, those are some very different genes, aren't they?
Sam's like the best character. I mean, I mean, if you gave me a choice, it's like I'd say Arya, but like really, like I like Sam as well. Not purely because of the namesake, but is like you know what I mean? Is the character that people laugh on, and then like he mullers a White Walker, you know what I mean? So is like that guy, you know what I mean? That people discredit, and then he does something sick that no one else comes close to, and it's just like yeah.
We're missing it as well. Theon shows up at Daenerys' place, and Jon Snow didn't punch him in the face, which is disappointing.
Yeah, Jon Snow grips him up, and it's like, if you didn't save Sansa, then whatever.
You could have punched him a couple of times.
If Theon's still alive when Sansa undoubtedly turns, he'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have bothered saving you. You shouldn't have bothered saving her. Yeah, that's a bunch of nothing burger, to be honest. I mean, really, that means nothing. Like, if Yara dies, there's no point of Theon. He'll probably just end up jumping off a cliff. It'll be very kind of anticlimactic, so he's got to hope that... But really...
He'll live to the end as well, though. He's that character, isn't he? He's the guy that keeps on surviving. He's like the anti-Kenny.
It's like... Yeah, I guess like, the coward survives and stuff like that. But like, if Yara gets free and she's gonna drop that he left her to die, he's out as shame. I mean, it depends how much the shame gets to him. But yeah, I expect him to just he'll jump off a cliff at some point. So yeah, then we have the big battle. In comes the Dothraki, Muller's Drogon comes in. And I figure that's gonna be contentious purely because, I mean, she said she wasn't gonna raise cities with fire, and this was kind of like a battle, so I guess it's kind of like under the line, as it were. But I feel like people are still gonna take issue with her, and it's like, I feel like I don't think she's gonna. It's hard to explain, but I could see her probably dying in the near future.
No way.
I know I kind of want her to be queen and stuff like that, but I think down the road, like I don't think she's gonna end up on the front. I think she's gonna get real close, but like I feel like she ain't listening.
No, she's not, but she'll make it to the last season. The thing is now, Game of Thrones has got to a point. I know it got pretty famous for killing people and everyone kill, Sean Bean and whatnot, but it's at a point now where these characters are so popular and it's so near the end, you ain't killing the big ones. Not until the end of the show.
I think she's gonna get close, but I don't think she's gonna sit on the throne. That's my
maybe. I don't think there will be a throne.
Hopefully not. I don't. Yeah, that's been my feeling for the past couple of episodes. Looking at it, that it's gonna be so close yet so far. So yeah. You had Bronn with the scorpion weapon. That was pretty good. I was thinking to myself, don't kind of kill Drogon, because I mean, in some sense, I was like the build up to it. I was thinking, they're gonna take him out or whatever. And then I was thinking to myself, I kind of just want it to, you know, after the first bolt missed, I was thinking the second one's going to hit. And really, I was just kind of hoping that, like, I think it was way obvious that the second one was going to hit. So I was kind of hoping both of them missed. And it'd just be like, you know what I mean? They'd just break it and then they'd be even more screwed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's storytelling 101, isn't it? You try once, you fail, and you try again, and you hit. It's just how you do it. Yeah. But look, it didn't die though. It's like, I suppose you got the best of both worlds. Bronn did something, and the Lannisters achieved something, I guess, even though they got decimated.
Yeah. So then, Jaime got a big idea to spear the Queen at the end, and then Drogon rears up, and he ends up in the lake, and it's like, oh. I like that they took, like, they were realistic in the sense that the guy's wearing armour is going to sink to the bottom. The fight sequence was cool and stuff like that, because there was like the whole, it was kind of delayed, as it were, this season a little bit because of the CGI with the dragons or dragon.
A whole lot of money was spent there, wasn't it? You can tell.
Yeah. But it paid off, you know what I mean? It was sick. It all looks real good. So yeah, I can see why it kind of got delayed and they paid like fat cash. I think that's kind of why this season's only like 7 episodes, because I think it probably, if you took out the last 3 episodes, like the 10 million for each episode, and pulled it into that, I mean, the dragons feature a lot. Drogon features like heavily, so I guess that's really that they kind of say they condensed it or whatever, but really it's because they took the 30 million from them last 3 episodes and pulled it to pay for the CGI. But yeah, look, visually incredible. So yeah, I really don't think Jaime Lannister's gonna die. So I mean,
no, again, like, not yet. I'm sure he's dead next season.
I think he's gonna kill Cersei. In my head, I feel like there's a lot of theories going about, and I have checked them out. So, but I feel like
I haven't, but without going spoiler territory, why do you think he will kill Cersei? Because I'm at a point now where I think what's her face, Carly, said last episode, it was right, that she's going to drag him down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like she's going to do something, and it's just, you know what I mean? I think he's just going to be like, because he's kind of blindly followed her and agreed with everything she does. So I think eventually he's just going to end up like just killing her. He's going to be like, enough's enough. You know what I mean? I think he's just going to get real worked up and just kill her and be like, what?
If he does it, I think he'll die at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a we'll go together kind of thing.
Yeah, because there's no kind of nothing fit. It's not like he's going to become king or whatever. It's not going to kind of make sense, is it? So the only kind of thing for him is to go into kind of exile, like self-exile himself, and really that's going to... So yeah, I completely agree. I think when she goes, he'll go as well. But like, because there's really, he's kind of put everything with her. I think that's what's going to put him over the edge. He's kind of banked everything with her, that if kind of there's nowhere else for him to go in that sense. So yeah.
Right, and this dude, he has no life apart from her, does he? I mean, she's his sister and his de facto wife. It's not like he has another family, so she's gone, that's it, and all their kids are dead.
Yeah, no one else is, because it's kind of backed her all the way. She's got so many enemies. They're not gonna. They're gonna be like, you kissed her batty all the way through. It's like that. You know what I mean? Put all his eggs in one basket. Let's talk numbers. I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Wow, strong. I'll give it an 8.5.
Oh,
it's damn good.
Why wouldn't you have given it a 9, man? It was hot.
Yeah, it was. It was good.
Yeah.
It's an 8.5. It's a good score.
I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
I feel like it was worthy of a 9 at least. And we'll see you next episode.